Good evening. It's December 10th, 2024, and we're here at the home of the Scarborough Red Storm for tonight's doubleheader action between the Red Storm and your Portland Bulldogs. This is Steve Schwartz, joined by Mike Hoffer today before the girls' game starts. Portland comes in 0-1. Seems like it's all about Valeria Hugo.
Yeah, I mean, she's definitely going to be the engine that makes this team go. And, there's some excitement around this program. Joe Johnson taking over, the longtime boys assistant coach. Very excited to have a head coaching job. And, he really feels like this team is going to develop and improve over the course of the season. And they played very hard in their first game against Bangor. And I expect, they're going to be tenacious. They're going to go out there and play well. And I do think you're going to see a very different Portland team by February than you do in December.
Well, also they have Lily McCullum and Luinu Bandasta, who scored 10 points in the last game. Fasika West put up a 3 and had 5 points. Again, a losing cause against Bangor. So there's some names that we hope to see during the course of the season. Of course, the name Johnson synonymous with Southern Maine basketball.
Yeah, there's a lot of them, no question about it. And like I said, I know he's very eager about this opportunity, and I think that excitement is kind of infectious. And we'll see if the girls can parlay that into a competitive year.
Let's talk a little bit about the Scarborough girls. Of course, they beat Bonnie Eagle in not really much of a contest. They won 54-14. Ellie Rumelhart, 13 points, led the team. Ella Hertzberg, 8 points and 2 threes. They've got some shooters. They've got some players.
I mean, this is a talented squad. They were one win away from playing in the state game a year ago. They lost the regional final to Gorham, but this is a program. They only graduated one. It was a big one. Caroline Hartley, who's now playing at Colby, but everyone else is back. I mean, these girls have a lot of experience. They have a lot of big game experience, and they're hungry. And I don't know that there's a clear favorite in Class AA South, so I think the Red Storm feel like they can fill that void. Emerson Flaker is certainly going to make this team go with her defense and her play at point guard, and Scarborough's got some girls that can shoot. Helena Bukarak's not come off the bench and knocked down some threes in big spots last year. Isabel Friedman's going to play a much bigger role. You mentioned the Rummelharts. This is a team that you really can't focus on one or two girls. They're very balanced. They've got a lot of shooters, and they can turn the defense into offense very easily as well.
Flaker, of course, the track star as well, and the coach of the Red Storm, Mike Giordano. Giordano, another name synonymous with Southern Maine basketball.
Right, and we know our share of Giordano's at Portland as well, and of course the brothers are going to be reunited here tonight when Coach G for the Portland boys gets here, and they go way back. And Coach G has done a great job here at Scarborough, just like he did at South Portland all these years. Hard to believe he's been here 12 years already, and I know he really likes this group and thinks they can make a run.
Folks, we're going to bring you all of the exciting action in a moment.
High School and Alumni Gymnasium for tonight's varsity girls basketball matchup between the Bulldogs of Portland High School and your very own Scarborough Red Storm. Now let's meet the stars for tonight's contest. First is the visiting Bulldogs of Portland High School. Number 1, junior Lillian McCollum. Number 5, senior Valeria Hugo. Number 12, sophomore Kyla McCrum. Number 25, freshman Fasika West. And number 35, freshman Luino Bandasta. Bulldogs coached by Joe Johnson, assisted by Whitney Chantel. And now the starters for our Scarborough Red Storm. Number 3, senior captain Ellie Rumelhart. Number 4, senior captain Izzy Friedman. Number 5, senior captain Megan Rumelhart. Number 11, senior captain Emerson Flaker. And number 15, junior Helena Bukarak. Red Storm coached by Mike Giordano, assisted by Lisa Manning and Denise Holmes.
And the referees are Mike Woods and Mike Martin at the scorer's table. So here we go, tip-off. Very fortunate to be joined just before tip-off by Frank Myatt.
Glad to be here, Steve.
I'd say, Frank, this is our umpteenth year together doing these games.
We're not quite a decade, are we? I don't think I'm that old.
I don't know. We might be. I'm that old. I don't know if you are, but 25 is Fasico West with the ball now as they move it around a little bit.
Scarborough at man-to-man.
32, I assume, is Lowino Bentasta.
Yeah, Lowino is a freshman ever in class, a highly touted player coming in for Coach Johnson's squad.
A little bit of a mix-up underneath there and the turnover. And we will come the other way as Emerson Flaker, who's Gatorade Track Star of the Year, is right up on the wall over there.
I know Emerson Flaker quite well, Steve. She'll be competing at University of Connecticut next year on a track scholarship as we have our first foul of the game. And that will be on Yugu.
So the question I have, Frank, is she running track too?
That's a question I have as well, Steve.
What would be your pleasure?
I would prefer if she just plays basketball. not going to hold anything back.
Coach of Portland High School track and turnover apiece now for each team.
I will say, Steve, that if Emerson's mother, Adette Williams, a all-time great runner at Portland High School, running for Coach George Toll many years ago. Emerson is the top sprinter in the state of Maine. She'll be worth 30 state meet points if she's on the track squad.
Ooh. So 3 went down, and it is going to go the other way as Ellie Rummelhart went down kind of hard. And, of course, she was the cutter who would have taken the ball presumably into the basket. Leading scorer in the last game against Bonnie Eagle. Yugu races down coast to coast, but the backboard is her enemy. Isabel Friedman with the rebound.
Not a bad idea by Yugu to attack off pressure, but didn't quite have the great angle there.
So Portland plays a man D right now. A nice little screen set there by Friedman. Inside and in for the first bucket of the game, Ellie Rummelhart. So now coming the other way here. 25 is Fasico West. In the corner, Bendasta. Number 12 is McCrum. Lily McCullum in and out. Let's see, right over here we have number 5, Yugu. I got to remember that because her hair is covering her number.
I don't think it'll be any mistake once she leaves the ground, Steve.
I think you're absolutely correct.
Valeria has great springs. We'll have a foul.
Yeah, that'll be on Isabel Friedman, her first.
Scarborough's first as well.
Briscoe foul number 4, Lacey Friedman, her first, team first.
McCullum steps out. Ooh. Saved by Yugu, the backcourt. Guarded by Rummelhart, Maggie Travelhart, and they got to travel before the basket.
And we go now, different look. Looks like little 2-2-1 zone press from Portland. Scarborough rakes it easily. And falling back into man-to-man.
I will say this, Portland holding their own in the early going here. Some nice defense collapsing that lane.
Yeah, nice work by Bendasta. She altered 2 shots there and comes up with a rebound.
McCullum on the break, but Scarborough quickly back. Yugu now beyond the top of the key. She
nice take.
Steps in, doesn't work. Bendasta with the offensive rebound, and it's going to go the other way.
Yeah, nice work by Flaker to get in there and disrupt what should have been an easy putback for Bendasta.
Frank and I will be bringing you double headers when they arise. There's another one coming up this Friday night at the Expo as Chevrolet comes in. Both the girls and the boys. So that ought to be an exciting Friday night. A nice scoop, doesn't fall. Bendasta with the rebound. Yugu on the break. It's 3-on-2.
Nice look.
Yeah, and McCullum with the shot. And underneath, West with the offensive rebound.
Deflection off Scarborough.
Now we get to the Red Storm, number 14, to Alvarez, number 10, Ella Hertzberg, and number 32, Avery Bastion.
So we have some substitutions here for Scarborough as Ella Hertzberg checks in, number 10.
Portland, number 10.
Nice look. Bendasta couldn't quite finish, but I like that inbound play.
Yeah, another change. Natalie Rosario on the offensive rebound and drops in.
That's going to be Yugo with that nice big three from a distance.
So it's 3-2 Portland with just under 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Great defense. And Yugo with the rebound. McCrum has stepped in there a number of times to close up that lane.
Nice look.
And she takes the shot. It doesn't fall. The rebound comes to Ella Hertzberg.
Now the nice little secondary break from the Bulldogs. It is clear Coach Johnson wants to push the tempo here.
Yeah, the three not falling, and McCullum will let it go out. It will head the other way. The calm between the storms, as it was kind of cold, freezing rain and snow today in Portland, Maine, and supposed to be a huge rainstorm tomorrow. And then nice weather for Friday night.
At least we don't have to shovel rain.
That's right. We're used to that here in Maine, a rainstorm. Oh, travel.
Yep, Sawyer Bailey checked into the game and commits Portland's third turnover.
You have 2 for the Storm, Frank.
That's what I have.
Okay.
The inexact science of turnover counting.
Okay, coming up now, Flaker. Over to Eva Alvarez. Ooh,
nice
that
look.
was a very nice look, but and there's going to be a foul probably jumping over the back here by Bendasta. We'll see.
No, it is.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't think she made contact personally, but
Right.
as you know, Steve, I don't think that there are very many fouls at all inside on the rebounding game.
I know that well. Let them play, says Frank. Cutting in and a great effort there by Avery Bastion for 2, who's also checked in here for Scarborough. Yugo with 2 on her goes coast to coast and is fouled on the reach. I think by Eva Alvarez.
Yep, good call, Steve. Scarborough's going to double down on Bendasta here. And deflection will have a baseline inbound.
One of the assistant coaches for Scarborough is Mackenzie Holmes' mom. So they have some very good coaching over there along with...
And the other is Lisa Blaze Manning, Steve, who national champion at Old Dominion.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, they're really good.
One of the best athletes ever to come out of the state of Maine.
I remember when she was Lisa Blaze. Did she come out of Westbrook,
Out of
maybe?
Westbrook High School,
and then she was tremendous. So, my gosh, are they stacked with good coaches. So a lot of playing, not a lot of scoring. 2 minutes, 10 seconds left in the first quarter. Storm is up 4-3. There's the drive.
Yeah, it rolls
and in
Alvarez.
for Alvarez for 2. So 6-3 now, Red Storm with just under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. The press is on. McCrum to Yugu. Yugu's got 2 on her to try to trap. She's very fast. Yeah, that's it'll be a foul.
I think that's a bailout call there, Steve. Not a great shot selection. I thought it was a lot of ball, but we'll have 3 shots from Valeria Yugu.
As a result of the foul on Eva Alvarez.
That's her second in the quarter.
And we see that there will be a couple of subs coming in here in a moment. We'll try to bring that to you when they get in. It's going to be 2 now because we know that Alvarez is probably going to take a seat. So Yugu with a chance for 3. She hits the first one.
Chance to tie it here in the first quarter.
And nice effort there on the second bucket. She's got something on her wrist or thumb, it looks like. Some protective casting or taping of some type.
So
Megan Rummelhart checks back in. So Yugu drains 3 of 3.
Tie ball game.
1:45 left, and there's the break, though, and that is how you do it. Ellie Rummelhart, her 4th points of the game. It's an 8-6 lead for Scarborough. So there's the jumper, doesn't fall for Solera Bailey.
Yeah, Scarborough doing a great job on the break.
Yeah, although that time, being trapped here, really. Jump ball.
Yeah, possession arrow to the Scarborough Red Storm.
That's true. Credit for the rebound, Solera Bailey, but could not make anything of it. So, Scarborough ball. No shot clock in high school basketball in Maine. Again, collapsing defense right there.
Yeah, Portland doing a good job of protecting the basket. Daring Scarborough to take those low percentage shots.
And getting out there too, though.
Yep,
denying it both ways, really. Yeah, there's the open 3,
nice look.
And it is hit by Megan Rummelhart. 11-6 now, a 5-point lead with 40 seconds left here in the first quarter. Yugu with the jumper, doesn't fall. The rebound, well, it's going to go the other way to Megan Rummelhart.
Nice
There's
cut.
the cutter inside. Megan Rummelhart for 2. 5 points. She leads all Scarborough scorers, tied with Yugu.
And another turnover. Portland's 5th. 11-3 run here, Scarborough.
West will come in for Bailey for the last 14 and a half seconds here in the first quarter.
Scarborough's pulling from distance now.
Yeah, and that could be a reaching over foul there. I think it's 10. Let's see. It is number 10, Ella Hutzberg.
Scarborough's 4th, so should they foul here in the last 4 seconds, we'll have foul shots for Portland. Portland needs to help Yugu here.
Yeah, I mean,
turnover.
That was unfortunate. You could hear Coach saying, get over there.
Yeah,
and
nice look.
It counts. The 3 counts at the buzzer. So we'll end the first quarter with the Red Storm up 16-6. We are back. Steve Schwartz, Frank Myatt, Sarah Gribben on camera, Ellie Martin helping out as well. The drive, not that time. Ellie Rummelhart with the rebound, and we have a foul.
So a quick uniform change here, courtesy of our stats and information department, Ellie Martin. Libby Kane is wearing 21. She's on our roster as 20. 25. The 35 is 32.
So the long three doesn't fall.
A little scrum.
Yeah.
Arrow to the Red Storm.
Nice effort there by Isabel Friedman as Bendasta checks back in for Libby Kane. Actually, who's 21 then?
21 is Kane.
Oh, that's who it is. Okay.
And maybe you have the right roster.
Well, let me just tell you, we're always the last to know, Frank. Maybe as it should be, because they're busy enough doing other things. But there's going to be a turnover there.
Scarborough's third.
Yeah, Portland has at least 5 here, right?
6 by my count. 7 by Michael Hoffer's count.
All right, we're going to go with 7.
We're going to call that the official.
It's going to be the official, I think, Press Herald and Forecaster account tonight. Oh,
right
too
idea.
Far.
Right idea by McCollum. Just put a little too much air under it.
You know, it was really amazing. It didn't take much for Scarborough to pour it on. That 10-0 run at the end of the quarter there really just solidified, a really strong lead here.
At minute 40.
Yeah, and then coast
Flaker
to coast goes Flaker. So, Yugu the other way. McCollum too far.
Yeah.
9 turnovers for Portland now.
Coach Johnson, I think, is going to take a timeout.
And we'll take a timeout, too, with 6:58 left in the first half, and the score, 19-6 Red Storm.
Mistaken catch Samantha.
So, 2023-2024 Gatorade Player of the Year for track and field, Emerson Flaker.
And her brothers, Jarrett and Jaden, also fantastic track athletes. Jarrett sprinting at George Mason as Reinhardt. Rumelhart puts one in for 2. And her brother, Jarrett at George Mason. I believe that Jaden is playing college football, I believe, at Memphis.
Wow, yeah, he's also up there, as you say. Playing college
football. Jaden Flaker. I believe he's at Memphis now.
Wow.
So great athletic family. Unless you're coaching against them, but by all reports, fantastic kids. Our former athletic director, Lance Johnson, coached both the boys for football. He speaks very highly of that family. Okay, so that was a nice first 2 points for Bendasta, and a nice pickup there. 20-8 is the score with 6:25 left here in the first half. Nice hands by Yugu. Come up with the steal. Yeah, and that's really actually very nice drafting there by Fasika West to block on the way down on a totally legal screen. Oh! That was rough for Emerson Flaker. Oh, we have a foul here. Flicker will take a break. Bendasta's foul. Glad to see Emerson Flaker get up. She went down very hard there. See Bendasta's second. So underneath, Bendasta is really a great rebounder, you can see. She's already got, I think, 5 this game, including an offensive rebound. Yugu for 3. I think Excuse me, West. That's not Yugu, it's West for 3. So 20-13, the Dogs down by 7. Yep, nice little comeback there by Coach Johnson's squad. Very easy to kind of get down on yourself, but we're going to have a foul on probably Bendasta. That's going to be Yugu. Okay, there you go. Portland second. Valeria second.
Back in the game, Red Storm.
And Ella Hertzberg will check in for Megan Rumelhart. Well, that doesn't fall, and Bendasta with yet another rebound. Coast to coast, Yugu doesn't fall. Rumelhart rebound, here come the Storm.
Nice work by Portland to get back on defense.
The long three doesn't fall. So the rebound comes to West. On the break, underneath and in.
Yep, nice work by Yugu. Looked up, saw Natalie Rosario for two.
5:04 left in the first half. The Dogs are down by 5. We are back on WPPS TV3, bringing you Portland boys basketball and girls basketball for several games this season as well. Well, there's the screen. It's the long three. It went pretty far. And the rebound will come to Rosario. West for three doesn't fall.
There we go. Alvarez on the break.
Cross court, and that will be a turnover.
Scarborough's 5th by my count.
So Flaker and Megan Rummelhart will check in for Bukarak and Friedman for Scarborough. Yugu directing traffic here. Rosario around the horn. That didn't fall, but saved.
Yeah, nice work there
by West.
Good hustle. And stolen by Flaker.
Yeah, travel.
William McCollum returns, replacing McCrum.
Kylie McCrum has had a good game today, defensively especially. And Yugu tries to break the trap, and West
a little zone press here.
Do it. And then underneath McCullum and the putback, Bendasta.
Yeah, tough angle for Luino there. She's like pretty much directly under the basket.
Alvarez, Flaker, the ball handler here. Cross court to Avery Murphy. Flaker now inside to the cutter.
Yeah, nice block.
And Bendasta with a nice block.
And a turnover.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
What do you call that?
I'm going rebound for 3.
All right, there you go. And the foul will be on Lily McCullum, I believe.
Yep, her first, Portland's 3rd.
Portland foul number 1, Lily McCullum.
Emerson Flaker to the line, shooting 2.
And we play shooting 2.
It's the first, which gives me an opportunity, Steve, to talk about exactly how fast she is. So she will be a future college teammate of, for my money, the best female athlete in Portland High School history, Samantha Moore, and she is the only girl in the state of Maine who can catch Samantha Moore from behind at any distance.
Wow.
Last year in the Southwestern Championship 4x4, we had about a 2-step lead, and it wasn't nearly enough. I think Flaker put up a probably 57, 56-second 400 split and just ran away with it. She is an absolutely special talent.
And where is she going to be?
University of Connecticut.
Same as?
Same as Samantha Moore.
Wow. They are going to be stacked next year.
UConn's done quite well recruiting Maine talent recently.
They almost recruit. Oh, there's the steal. Yeah, and nice
block by Yugu,
but put back.
Rummelhart.
By Megan Rummelhart. Because UConn almost scored Cooper Flagg. I dare say he was there. They were his second choice to Duke. And number 13 is Solera Bailey. She's back in for Natalie Rosario. 23-15, 2.5 minutes left here in the first half. The Dogs are down. Yugu.
Nice dish.
Oh, my goodness.
Quite finished, but she'll be fouled.
Yep. And shooting 2. Okay, so that foul is going to be on Ellie Remmelhart. That'll be her first of the game.
Scarborough second.
So she's a good rebounder and a fairly good field goal person. Let's see how she does at the line as she's going to shoot her second shot here now.
Luino Bendasta's older brother, Steve, played for Coach Russo a number of years ago. Kevin Smart, if you remember that name.
Wow. Number 3 is checked in. Sierra, is it Lackwick?
Yep, Sierra's a senior.
1 of 2 for Bendasta, her 3rd point of the game. Just about 2 minutes left here in the first half. 23-16 is the score. The Red Storm in front.
A couple big possessions here for Coach Johnson. They got it within 7. I'm sure he'd like to have that number stay under 10 going into the locker room, especially considering the way Scarborough closed out the first quarter.
Yeah, but Emerson Flaker, let me tell you, she shows her speed on the court, too.
Steve, it's something special. I would say that was a light jog based off what I've seen from Flaker.
We're going to call that a pass. Unfortunately, underneath Bendasta did not get it. We'll probably, let's see if we end up with a jump ball here. No, we have a 3-second violation, so another turnover for the Dogs. I have an even dozen here.
I personally have a baker's dozen.
Yeah, so 13 to 5 maybe for Scarborough.
I have 6. And we'll have a timeout, Scarborough.
So back in just a moment. Okay, last minute 37 here in Scarborough. They'd like to have a double-digit lead going into the half, as much as Portland would like to avoid it. Ooh, that was a beautiful shot by Ellie Rummelhart. 9 points so far in this game. A minute left. Yugu dribbles between 2, passes to Bendasta underneath. So it is a 10-point Scarborough lead here. 45 seconds left in the first half. Ooh, that was a nice Bukarak for 2. Nice effort by her. Yugu goes out of bounds. And checking in will be Rosario for Lackwick.
That foul. It's going to be on Rosario.
It'll be her first.
Team's 5th, so we'll be shooting 2.
Natalie Rosario, her 3rd, team 5th.
So Rummelhart, chance to open up a 12-point lead even more going into the half. Scarborough doing a great job of closing out quarters, both in the first and the second.
And hitting 1 or 2 Rummelhart. So again, now the press is on, and they may want to work on help a little bit back there when they're taking the ball in.
Oh boy!
Wow!
Quick hands by Yugo prevented that turnover.
The scoop doesn't fall. And the rebound comes to Flaker. She'll go coast to coast, but to no avail, as they will end the half in front 31-18. Frank and I will wrap the first half with you along with our friend Mike Hoffer in just a moment. So 31-18 at halftime. The Dogs have had some flashes of brilliance, but Scarborough very strong.
Right, I'm really impressed the way Portland responded after that initial Scarborough run at the end of the first quarter. They went up 20-6. It looked like they were going to run them out of the building. And Portland battled back, made it a game again. Just too many turnovers for the Bulldogs. 14-6 for Scarborough. Certainly Valeria Hugo's doing what she does so well, and they're getting some nice play in the post, but they've just got to take better care of the basketball to hang with a top team like this.
So, Frank, some statistics for Scarborough: 10 points for Rumelhart, 7 for Megan Rumelhart, and Ella Hertzberg 3 points, Emerson Flaker 5, Alvarez 2, Bukarek 2, and Bastian 2. Emerson Flaker, your nemesis in another sport.
And she's been all over the place, Steve. It's kind of the stats that don't show up in the scorebook that I think are really her biggest contribution to this team. She's got 5 points on the board, handful of rebounds, couple assists, but it's the deflections, it's the hustle plays, it's getting in the right position, and she's part of the reason why Scarborough's up by double digits going into the second half. The other piece that I see is the ability to close out quarters. We talk from time to time about how good teams are able to close out those quarters. Scarborough closed out both the first and second quarters on massive runs. Portland did a very good job kind of weathering the storm, but they really have to do a better job trying to clamp down on a good team that's running those set plays, creating the turnovers, and trying to get that momentum going into the next frame.
Portland is led by their leading scorer, Valeria Hugo, with 8 points. She had 17 against Bangor in the first game. Natalie Rosario has a point, Fasika West 3 points, and Luino Bentasta 5 points, about 8 rebounds, a block, 3 offensive rebounds. She's a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, Coach Johnson, when I talked to him for the preview, he really said, keep an eye on her. She's going to become a great player, and you can see the raw ability there. She's really going to be a force to be reckoned with, I think, in future seasons and probably by the end of this season.
Frank, a student of yours.
Absolutely, and she's had an excellent game. We also talk about stats that don't show up. She alters the game by being in the post. She's such a good defender, long arms, able to change shots. She's really had a fantastic first couple games here as a freshman, and excited to see her grow.
Folks, we're going to bring you second half action in a moment. Here we are, second half action.
A little 1-2-2 half-court trap here from Scarborough. Trapping up, tracking back.
Breaking that trap, Lily McCullum for 3, in and out. Nice shot, yeah. Formidable in the middle there.
Yeah, nice work by Bendasta to get back on defense, and we'll have a foul, I believe, on Friedman.
You are correct, sir.
Redstone foul number 4, Izzy Friedman.
Her second, Scarborough's first of the second half. Should say first of the third quarter, as we track fouls by quarters now.
So West, blocking foul.
Now, looks like a double foul. Right.
What is the call?
Yeah, so it's going to double foul on Friedman and West.
So it's a possession? Is it just a simply?
Nothing. It's just, yeah. It's
wow, what a pass underneath. But the rebound comes to Friedman.
It is the only time that the refs can call it both ways, though.
McCrum.
Yeah. Trading back and forth.
No. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, a trip?
Flaker had room, but I think McCollum kind of got her foot to foot. It'll be Willie's second. Portland's second.
31-18, folks. 6:38 left in the third quarter. There's been nothing here right now as number 14, Eva Alvarez, checks in for Isabel Friedman for the Storm.
Nice look.
Yeah, but there's that open shot there, 3.
And
it doesn't
better fall.
Yeah. Alvarez with her own fall. She's pretty fast, by the way. If she doesn't run track, maybe she should too, Frank. I don't know.
Steve, are you trying to improve the defending state champions?
Stepping out here now is Portland's got some nice defense going. Nice effort there by Bendasta. Yep. And a good non-call as Natalie Rosario will check in for Lily McCullum.
Yep, Bendasta got to her spot, held her ground. Didn't reach. Yep, nice break there for Yugu.
Little warding there. No call. Oh, but a steal instead.
It doesn't matter. 16th Bulldog turnover.
That's a gaggle of them. And then a jump ball.
Arrow to Scarborough.
Yeah. You know, Yugo with the rebound. Look, I like coming out to Scarborough. There's a nice bucket there, coast to coast. I like coming out to Scarborough as Yugo gets into double figures. I can remember a time doing a soccer game, I think, from the roof of their press box, and all these sirens are coming, and the buses are coming, and the fire truck, the 3 there for Bukarak, her 5th point of the game. And, you know, they had just won a field hockey state championship, and then another 7 minutes roll by, and another group come, and it's the cross-country champions.
Are you intentionally rubbing salt in the wound, Steve?
No, I'm just saying that, you know, they're a very good, it's a fun town.
And as Mike Hoffer says, Pat's Pizza down the street.
Well, yeah. Some have already been there today. Yours truly. Around the horn here, and blocking foul.
Check there by Fazika West. Could be her second.
Bulldogs foul number 25, Fazika West. Her second, team third.
34-20, it's a 14-point Storm lead, 4.5 minutes left here in the third quarter here at the Scarborough High School Gymnasium. One of 2 they've got.
Matt Bendasta just reached down a little bit too much. If he played that straight up, I think she would not have been flagged for the foul, but that'll be Luino's third.
Bulldog foul number 32, Luino Bendasta. Her third, team fourth. Eva Alvarez shooting 2.
Alvarez will be at the line shooting 2. She'll hit the first.
Checking in for the Red Storm number 10.
As Ella Hertzberg checks in for Megan Rummelhart. Boy, are they deep too. They have some real depth.
Yep.
As McCrum will step out and Lily McCullum will check in for the Dogs.
Yeah, by my count, Scarborough's gone 9 deep in this game.
Bendasta with the rebound and intercepted. 3 doesn't fall, but Hertzberg with the offensive rebound. Inside and in for Ellie Rummelhart. She's got a dozen in this contest. Lily McCullum off to the side. Yugu for 3. And the rebound to Hertzberg.
Yep. Portland doing a good job of getting back on defense here.
Flaker. to Bukarek. One hand inside. Bendasta with another rebound.
That's double digits by my count.
Oh, absolutely.
And another turnover.
And number 21, Libby Kane, checks in for Portland.
The Red Star number 32, Avery Bastion, number 21.
Avery Bastion, number 32, will check in, and number 21, Avery Murphy. The Averys are playing now. As I noted in the first game, they played as well.
Nice take by Flaker.
Yeah, all alone there. 7 points for her. Ooh, Yugu goes down, and we're going to have a pushing foul on number 14, Alvarez. That's her third.
8-0 run here by Scarborough in the last about 3 minutes.
That makes a 39-20 score, 19-point lead here with 3 minutes and 26 seconds left in the third quarter. Yugu tries to get past her defender, and she's going to be fouled.
Foul be on 21 Murphy, I believe. It is Scarborough's third team foul.
Avery Murphy, her first, team fourth.
West to Yugu.
Five seconds.
Wow.
19 Portland turnovers. It's a 7 by the Red Storm.
The stat that we're not keeping is the points off of turnovers, but that
A lot.
is a lot, I'm sure.
Nice pass.
And up and in for Avery Bastion. She's got 4 now in this contest. 41-20. Scarborough starts to walk away with it here with 2:44 left in the third quarter. And another, well, we'll see.
Jump
Another
ball. Portland will retain.
Yeah. Whoa.
And it's turnover 20.
Well, there's a move, hard move inside. It doesn't fall for Alvarez. And the rebound, I think, came to Libby Kane.
That's what I have. And she's fouled. So we should be shooting.
Yeah, and that'll be on Alvarez, her 4th of the game. So she's going to take a seat as Isabel Friedman will step in. So the Storm have 5 fouls now. This is a shooting foul. The Dogs have 1 more here. They've got 4.
Shooting 2 for Portland.
The Scarborough announcer has the same roster I do that says that that's Gigi Merivale at the line. It is not. It is Libby Kane. She misses the first.
We'll have to find out if that's a temporary or a permanent substitution in terms of numbers or transfer of numbers as Kane converts 1 of 2, her first point of the game. It's a 20-point lead for the Red Storm, 2:20 left here in the third quarter. Looked like there was a little bit of a opportunity there, but quickly closed up for the shot from the corner.
Nice defense by Kane there. Deflection.
Nice ball movement here. Oop, that.
Yeah, off balance.
Yeah, McCullum with the rebound. She gets it over half court quickly. Yugu inside and gets it in.
Good acceleration there by Bularia, and Coach Johnson will bang a quick timeout.
So 41-23, a minute 36 left in the third quarter. Here we go, folks. Back. Steve Schwartz, Frank Myatt, occasionally Mike Hoffer. Sarah Gribben on camera. Bringing you Portland girls basketball this evening from Scarborough, where the Dogs are down 41-23 with a minute 36 left in the third quarter after the long Joe Johnson timeout. Oh, wow. I think that might have been
One too many.
Yeah, one pass too many because Hertzberg was just standing there open underneath.
Yep, but the jump ball will stay Scarborough ball underneath.
Wow, Flaker inside, and
Nice defense by Kane.
Yeah.
Kane but got a piece of that, according to the officials. There'll be a block for her.
Back into the red storm, number 5, Megan Rummelhart.
Friedman goes way out to get it, and then she comes in, left-handed, no good. 21, Kane with the rebound. Quickly up. Oh, the three is going to be off. And it's going to go off of Natalie Rosario, so it'll be Red Storm ball. 1:03 left here in the third quarter. 41-23 is the score. The boys' game is going to immediately follow. Frank and I will bring that to you as well. Whether or not they play one after the other will be up to our station manager, Henry Gio.
Ooh, nice read by Rosario, just a half a step late.
That said, Portland schools on YouTube will have this on forever, as far as we know.
And 8th steal there by Emerson Flaker.
Deep in the corner for Rummelhart, doesn't fall. Yugu comes up with it. Oh my gosh, what a move! But to no avail.
Yeah, Scarborough's going to pull it back and probably play for one here. 15 seconds.
Friedman to Rummelhart. To Flaker. So, yeah, it's a steal, though. Rear turnover for Scarborough.
At the end of 3, it's Scarborough 41, Portland 23. We'll be back with fourth quarter action in a moment.
Okay, back for fourth quarter action here. 41-23 is the score. And Portland will play with a sense of urgency here. Oh, my goodness. Yugu goes down.
I guess it's a turnover. 22 by my count.
Comes the other way, and yet another turnover. The open three does not fall for Bukarak, and Lily McCullum will come up with it.
West
underneath.
Cutting.
Oh, my goodness. And it will be Portland ball.
Deflected off Vendasta.
Jumping in for the Bulldogs, number 10, Natalie Rosario.
So Lisa Manning and Denise Holmes are, in fact, as you said, Lisa Blaze Manning, are the assistant coaches. Mike Giordano is the coach for Scarborough. Pretty much their starters are their captains, and that's another rebound for Bendasta. And up and in for Rosario for 2.
Rebound Rosario.
Timeout, Red Storm, in 30 seconds.
So a 30-second timeout here with 6:28 left and the score 41-25 Red Storm. Okay, we're back, and right off the bat, another turnover for the Dogs. So that'll be something for Coach Johnson to work on, certainly, in practice.
Yeah, I don't care who you are. If you turn the ball over 24 times, you're going to have a hard time winning games.
Ugu over to McCullum, back to Ugu. Ugu up at the jumper, doesn't fall. Then Dasta underneath, scoops it home.
Steve, I was about to unleash on one of my pet peeves of bringing the ball down, but Bendasta did a good job keeping it away from the defender and putting it right back in. I don't know what we have here.
Forward foul number 5, Valeria Ugu. Intentional foul.
So Whitney Chantel is the assistant coach. Joe Johnson is the coach, of course.
And we're saying it, we're getting an intentional foul on Valeria Ugu. I didn't see it. It was away from the, obviously away from the play.
So 2 shots here.
And Bukarek. This is the first.
It's 1 of 2. And it will be Red Storm ball as well.
Yep, so 2 shots in the ball. Big defensive possession here for Portland. They were on a nice little 7-0 run, to quote my good friend Michael Hoffer, who said those exact words in my ear a second ago. The intentional foul breaks it.
It's going to be a conference here. We'll see what referee Woods wants to do with the scorers table. Of course, we don't hear them talk as we do in the NBA and in college. Sometimes we do it from the other side.
If Ugu bypassed the table, checking back in, or what? Or she, I don't know. So she'll go back to wait for the next whistle.
And McCrum will come back in, who she had spelled. Oh my gosh, McCullen kept up with Flaker there in that little run. Friedman traveled.
10 turnovers for Portland, or for Scarborough by my count.
I have 9, but
we're going 11. We're sticking with the Hoffer count for consistency's sake and accuracy's sake.
Ugu pushes it into Bendasta. For the 3, Valeria Ugu. 15 points for her. The Dogs down by 12 with 5:18 left, and all alone underneath is Ellie Rummelhart. She's got 14 points in this game. Ugu goes coast to coast. Here's Bailey. McCullum. Bendasta comes out to get the ball, gets it back to Ugu. No call. Ugu.
Oh.
Whoa, my goodness.
A little physical in there. And now we have a Portland turnover.
Yeah, I don't know why there was no call that time. All I know is I saw Ugu leave her feet in a way that didn't look like she had just merely tripped, but who knows?
I think if you're on the Scarborough side, you're assuming there's an offensive foul on Ugu right before. So
Absolutely
I would say
true.
they cancel out. Nice look.
Yeah, in the corner, doesn't fall though, and but
Jump
Bailey
ball.
had a hold of it there, but it's going to remain Scarborough ball. 14-point Scarborough lead, 44-30, with just under 4.5 minutes to go, as McCrum will replace Bailey.
Redstone number 21, Avery Murphy.
Nice look for Flaker. Hits
My
it.
goodness, she hits the 3.
Flaker for 3.
She goes into double figures with 10 now. McCullum looks for Bandasta. That was actually a really nice pass.
Yep.
Bandasta's hacked under there. Well, I don't know who it'll be. It'll be Friedman, or it looks like it's going to be Rummelhart.
We'll see. 2 choices.
It's going to be Rummelhart, Ellie Rummelhart.
Ellie's second.
First, second, team first.
Scarborough first.
Shooting 2 at the line will be Luino Bandasta.
Seven points, 12 rebounds so far on the night. Smooth stroke from Luino.
One of 2. Rebound, Hertzberg.
That nice read, couldn't quite get possession.
Comes back the other way now. Friedman, Bandasta on her. Murphy, round the horn. Bandasta with the rebound on the miss by Hertzberg, and
be
is
fouled.
fouled.
It'll be, I believe, on Ellie Rummelhart, her third.
Redstone foul number 3, Ellie Rummelhart, her third, team second.
McCollum picked up her dribble backcourt, but gets it over to Yugu.
Yugu, oh my goodness, just ran into a wall. There's McCrum inside, back out again. You know, I was just wondering, Frank, it's got to be a little harder as a referee when you don't have real paint to call a 3-second shot. Maybe it isn't, but
Ellie Rummelhart, her fourth.
That's good. Good point. Never thought of it that way, Steve.
Rummelhart picks up her 4th. Can't really call it in the paint. You can call it in the
lane.
varnish.
In the lane. Back iron from McCollum. And leave it to our resident Little League World Series softball umpire, Steve Schwartz, to be trying to pick this, analyze this game from the referee's point of view. Whereas I just rather complain about the referees.
Which you really never do, at least on the air.
Thanks for outing me, Steve. This may be my last broadcast from WPPS TV3.
You are a treasure of this station. No, you're not going anywhere. Another turnover.
Nice ball movement.
Yeah, and then the open 3 doesn't fall. McCullum with the rebound, but again, just surrounded. Scarborough really knows how to defend. 3 minutes left here, 47-31. Red Storm in front. Yeah, see this. Whoa.
Keeps on the right side of the line.
You go inside, doesn't fall. The rebound will come to Ella Hertzberg, her 5th of the game by my count, or thereabouts.
Well, checks with my numbers.
Kane set to check in for Portland, as well as Bailey. course, Scarborough in no hurry to get a shot off here. 2:11 left. 47-31 is the score, and they're going to
wait a little time here.
Go into a little bit of a stall. McCrum with the rebound. Steps out, but oh my goodness.
Nearly double-digit steals for Emerson Flaker. I think we'll have a foul on Flaker. I think she and McCollum had kind of collided with heads earlier on, so I think we just have a stoppage to get Lily off.
Yeah, she's. Let's see if she gets looked at by the trainer.
As Bailey and Kane check back in for Portland.
No, she's just going to take a breather here, and we'll see what happens. Yugu now with the ball. Round to McCrum. A little too far ahead for the cutting Rosario, and it will be another Portland turnover.
27?
By my count.
29.
Well, I mean, it's been a while since we've seen that. It was a boys' game, I think, Frank. Was it maybe in Wyndham? Where they had the first Lewiston game last year, but of course the second game I think worked out better. The playoff game worked out better. But
now the game from Portland.
Yeah,
I know Coach is trying to. You always want to keep that in single digits. So when you get up that high.
Estrelita Mancia Gomez is checking in for the Dogs as Kylie McCrum will take a seat. Minute 17 left. 47-31 is the score, and another turnover. There's an even 30. Not a statistic that you want to lead in.
Yeah, Flaker with that steal. That's 10 steals. She could get a double-double off steals and points. We have Michael Hoffer rooting for one of the oddest double-doubles you will ever see.
Well, she's got it because I have her at 10 points.
I have her at 8 as well.
Oh, so I must have missed something.
And I do remember at one point in time, I believe it was one of the Macaulay centers had a triple-double with points, rebounds, and blocks.
Wow.
Ooh. Whoa. And they're going to call that intentional, too. As Yugu got her by the head.
Well, if that's two fouls, intentional fouls by Yugu, that may be, I don't know what they do with that.
Bulldog foul number 5, Larry Yugu. Technical foul.
Well, the question is that it's her second technical of the game.
I'm not sure if the first was a technical. First was just an intentional.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't imagine Coach Johnson would put her back in for the last 35 seconds with one technical on her in case her shirt comes untucked and she picks up a second one, getting an ejection.
Isn't that something? Wow, it could be that simple.
Or maybe she dunks and gets a technical foul. We've seen some interesting ones here in Maine.
So 1 of 2 for Ellie Rummelhart. And 36.3 seconds left here. It will be Scarborough ball. 48-31 is the score.
I think so. It's not South. It's not SoCo.
Yeah, and
Scarborough just got a hold here, run out the clock.
Yeah. And by Portland defending, Scarborough gets a little bit of practice as to how to close out a game, and they close this one out 48 to 31, and Frank and I'll be back to wrap up in just a moment. So, Frank, the Dogs close out their second game with a loss, 48-31 to the Scarborough Red Storm. Ellie Rumelhart really delivered pretty well tonight, 15 points in a winning effort.
Yeah, 10 of those were in the first half. She was instrumental in Scarborough's closing out the first and second quarters with some pretty heavy-duty runs to get some gap on Portland.
And Emerson Flaker had 8 points, and Megan Rumelhart, Ellie's sister, had 6 points for Helena Bukarak. Hertzberg had about 5 or 6 rebounds tonight. Ella Hertzberg. Isabel Friedman closed out with about 4. Portland's bright spot, Valeriana Ugu.
Yeah, Valeria had a very good game in terms of point productions with 15, but I would say, Steve, the bright spot for me is Luino Bandasta. 8 points, 13 rebounds. She clearly controlled the paint for Portland Bulldogs, but it all comes down to the turnovers. Portland turned the ball over 30 times. Emerson Flaker, 10 steals. When do you ever see double digits in steals? So some things for Coach Johnson's squad to work on, just taking care of the basketball, and I would say relaxing on offense. It seemed at times they got a little bit tight, a little panicked, wanted to get a shot up quickly. Relax, maintain possession, and the shots will come from running your offense.
Folks, that's going to do it from Scarborough, where tonight the girls are defeated 48-31. We're going to bring you boys basketball in just a moment.